Hi VC, this is Bev here, Clarko Vision, and I'm finally getting around to this video that I wanted to do for a wee while. Again, it's just been a bit of a busy few days, but this is my contest entry for Jeff Kempin's channel, for Jeff's contest that he's having. He's just recently passed 500 subscribers over at his channel, which is a brilliant channel. Jeff is a great guy. He has such a interesting type range of music, and he's always got good stuff coming up on his channel. Posts videos quite regularly, and he even apparently lives in a house where paranormal activity can happen, apparently. So I'm waiting to see something going on in the background one day when he's doing a video, but so far it hasn't happened yet. But congratulations, Jeff. Your channel is obviously, people love it, and you know, the fact that people subscribe so much means that they find it interesting, and they like yourself. So this is my entry to your contest. It's a lot of fun doing this, and first of all, if you've not subscribed to Jeff, I suggest that you definitely check him out. I'll put a link below. There will also be other links below to the riffs coming up in this video, because Jeff's contest is you have to show the albums, or I don't know, play them even, although I am not going to play because I would just make a shambles of it, because I have a very hard time playing in front of myself, never mind an audience. So, but 5 of your favourite riffs you were to show, and it could be from any musical genre and any musical instrument. It does not have to be guitar, which is the most obvious. However, in my case, it is going to be the guitar, because I love guitars, guitar music, which is why I've got two of them sitting here in the background. I guess you could say I'm a bit of a guitar nut, or a guitar geek, if you like, but that's really because of just my love of rock and metal music, and you have your idols in music, and hence the reason these guitars appear in my house. So I'll get on with it. Now, like Bill over at the Vinylverse, I've actually come up with 7 that I'm going to put in here. Although Jeff said just 5's fine, but I'm going to throw in 7, because there's so many. You know, just picking out 7 is hard enough. But I did something kind of similar to this once before. I think it was Vinylizer who had something a while back about riffs and solos. So I think there's a few the same and a few different from this one. But the 7 that you'll see here are 7 amazing guitar riffs, just very iconic to the songs, and you'll see what I mean. And what I will do is there'll be a link below to a YouTube video or audio, and some of the riffs kick the song off at the beginning, some of them don't, so the links should basically start from the point where the riff kicks, and so that you don't have to you'll be able to go straight to that riff to see what I'm on about. Right, so we're 4 minutes in and I'm babbling here as usual. So riff number 1 I picked is from a classic British metal band, and it's Judas Priest, and it's off this album, which is British Steel, and it's the iconic Breaking the Law, which is the 3rd track on here, and you may not be able to see that too well. I'm showing CDs for the most of them because I don't have all of them on vinyl, but I am showing a couple on vinyl at the end. But the other 5 are CDs. So Breaking the Law Judas Priest. It's just such an iconic guitar riff, which plays throughout this whole song, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And this next one up, again, it's another iconic song. It's a classic, which you all, I'm sure, be very aware of. And it's of this album from Bryan Adams, Reckless. And you're probably going to guess it's the song Run to You, track 3. That is my favourite Bryan Adams song of all time, is Run to You. And the opening introductory riff, which is like on the clean tones on the guitar. It's just an iconic thing. It's actually one song I can play on guitar, but sorry, you're not getting a demo from me, I'm afraid. Not just now, anyway. But yeah, so that is another one. I've loved it ever since I heard it, and just again that tone. That's one of the beauties about the guitar for me, is you can get so many different tones and sounds of it. It's such a versatile instrument, I think, in the hands of all these great musicians. So that's number 2. Riff number 3 is from a German metal band, one of the early pioneers of the power metal thing, along with Halloween. But this band is Running Wild. And the song is off the album The Rivalry, and it is track 7 on the back here, which is The Ballad of William Kidd. There's actually a couple of different riffs in this song, but the specific one that I've highlighted will be in the link, and it'll start right at that. Again, it's a distortion, heavy metal sounding riff, but it is very cool. And the whole song actually is quite an epic style song. This one, it's over 8 minutes. This song, the whole thing's great, but amazing riffs in this as well. So that's 3. Riff number 4, which is a little bit different again, and yet again it's an iconic song, iconic riff. Everybody should know, I would say, or I've heard of this one, and it's by Cliff Richard. Now, I don't have his original album that the song would be on. This is a compilation of his hits, but it's the lead-off track, and it's his very first ever single, which is track 1 there. It's Move It. I don't know how well this focuses, to be honest. It's not the best. But Cliff Richard and the Shadows with Move It, which came out in 1958. And it's just, again, it's another open, jangly, with a hint of the distortion, a hint of gain on it, on the Stratocaster by Hank Marvin. It'll be on the guitar. The opening riff to this song, it is just one of the coolest riffs ever. So yeah, classic from 58. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be number 5 here. It's from one of my favourite bands. Back to the metal again, Iron Maiden. And this is the album The Number of the Beast, and the song on it is number 6, Run to the Hills. It actually opens with I guess you could say it opens with a little bit of a drum intro, a drum riff, Bill. For you being a drummer, you'll note these things. And then the guitar riff kicks in just for the start of this song, and it's very, very cool. That's the thing about guitar riffs. I think that there's an element of coolness to them all. So that is number 5. And my 2 extra ones I am throwing in, I couldn't leave out my favourite guitar hero, which if you're a regular at my channel you will know it's Steve Clark of Def Leppard. So two that he came up with, one is from On Through the Night, which is Def Leppard's first album from 1980, and it is track 1 on side B, which is the track Wasted. And again, it just has this very cool, quick, iconic riff that kind of you hear throughout the song. This driving guitar riff that Steve plays on that, and it's just such a cool hard rock song. So that is one, and the other one again is also by Steve Clark, and it's on this album, Hysteria. For me, it's the absolute best song on this entire album. Again, it's the first track on side 2. Well, yeah, side 2 if you've got, this is actually the double vinyl, so it's the first track on side 3 in this case, but it's Gods of War, which is listed there. You can probably barely see it there. Gods of War. And there's more than one great riff in the song. There's actually 2 riffs. There's one that kicks in at 1 minute 8 seconds when you're into the song, and the other one is, I think, 1 minute 20. I think I jotted that down. 1 minute 26 is the second very cool riff. Again, it's one of these iconic, epic songs. It's the whole song from start to finish is cool. The introduction, Steve uses an ebow for this long, drawn out kind of drone type tone thing that he gets. So yeah, and this is, this was the 30th anniversary edition. That's Steve there. But again, Gods of War is one of my all-time favourite Def Leppard songs. Wasted is another one. So all of these songs that I've listed here are amazing guitar riffs. Pretty cool. So that is my entry with 7 guitar riffs there. And again, Jeff, all I can say is well done on your 500 subs. I can only see it going up for you. And I shall see you all in another video, and as I say, you'll find all the links below, including Jeff's channel. So take care, and I'll catch you all later. Bye then now.